I'm in a little truck stop in Georgia. No, that's totally wrong. South Carolina. I'm in Pageland, South Carolina. We just delivered a load to Walmart this morning. That was an adventure. And I think, well, let me start by saying I'm getting up there, getting a little frustrated. Not with my trainer or anything. She's great. But I think just with the life itself, it's an adjustment. It's an adjustment period. It's a very small town. Let's so many things I want to say. The waiting, which is part of it, but you think of a trucker's life and it's all the driving and what you're going to see and all that. Well, you spend a lot of your time waiting, lots of waiting. For example, just the last 24 hours, we got here to Pageland, South Carolina, probably about 2-ish in the morning. This will be the second night we really haven't slept. And then we had to find a place to park. And we did finally find a place to park. And then we slept for a couple hours and then had to be there at 6 something in the morning. And then Walmart is they take a long time, like hours, to unload your truck. So by the time you get there and you check in and you get your paperwork, then you get in your truck and you got to back it to the door. Then you got to pull up a little bit. Well, then it's time to go back to sleep. They weren't done with it till 11 o'clock in the morning. And when we finally got pulled off, and now we're waiting on our next load, which we thought would be that long, I guess. So we came here and we've been pulled in here. In fact, that's us, the white truck. We pulled in here probably about 11:30, about noon, and it's now 6:55, August 11th, this Saturday, and we've been here all day. She doesn't have curtains, which I would have in my truck, I think. She doesn't have curtains, so the sun's been beating down on the front of the truck. So the APU runs, and it runs cold air, to the back. So she's got curtains behind the seats that she pulls and Velcros. But for us to stay cool, and it's very hot in North Carolina today, probably in the 90s, and that truck is like a sauna, that you have to be in that bed. And in my case, it's hotter because the heat rises up top than it is at the bottom. And the bed's smaller, so I don't have a whole lot of room to turn side to side, and I've been there all day. Thus, I'm sitting in front of the store, and I think my head is right next to the motor of the CPU, or the APU, because I hear it running all the time. Off and on, off and on, off and on. Sure, so I think it's just between the noise and the small space, and being back there in the dark all day. And I'm used to being, getting up and running, run, and it's getting to me. It's wearing on me just a little bit. No TV, no nothing like that. I brought some books, but it's just getting used to it. And the bathroom, you're subject to walking to the restroom all the time. And climbing, I'm going to do a whole video on top bunk life for people in training. And for me, being 47, climbing up and down out of that bed over and over and over, and this is a climb. It ain't no steps. This is I have to put a foot on her bed, and then I got to get on one of the nightstands, and I have to spread eagle to another nightstand, and you with trucks know what I'm talking about. And then I gotta roll on top of this bunk where all my stuff is, and even that, unless my pillow is jammed all the way up to the other wall, there's no way I'm, spreading my legs out. It's just something, you know what, I'm just going to get through it for training, because this is temporary. This is temporary, this is for learning, this is not for comfort. It is not for comfort. But, let's see, what else can I talk about while I'm sitting here in front of this noisy, as I had to come over here just because of the noise. I mean, I had to get out of that truck, just enjoy the day for a few minutes, and they don't really have food in here, and we're in the middle of nowhere, I feel like, so it's not like I'm gonna walk to Arby's or something, and shouldn't have a microwave, so I really can't cook. Weight and sugar. I'm actually, I do believe, and we'll find out sooner or later, losing weight, because I don't think I'm eating as much like I would normally. I don't even think I get 3 meals a day, and that's my own fault. I mean, I had cereal this morning. I just get really tired of all the fast food stuff, so that I just don't tend to eat as much. And and my sugar's been down, 120s, 130s, it's cropped up, but even my sugar with eating a bunch of Skittles on the road, sorry about that, is actually doing really good too. So I guess I'm not eating as much, because my sugar's great, even though I'm eating handfuls of Skittles. I love Skittles. My recruiter was Donald Bell, and he was good, and I heard some horror stories my friends went through. Their recruiter didn't tell them much, or the email didn't say much, they didn't bring this, they didn't say this, and they didn't know how they were going to do this. Well, I can honestly say Donald Bell, I got him after I put in my application, and he was really good from start to finish. And he even congratulated me. He would call and make sure I was doing okay. And there was a lot of the recruiters just wasn't doing much of anything. So if you were going to get a recruiter, I don't know if you can ask for one, but I would definitely say Donald Bell, because he will take care of you. I didn't go through the crap that a lot of my peers were going through while we were in the school. Pay. If you are managing your bills and you're going according to the website, the website is ideal, but may not be reality because of the lack of trainers. So this $200 that they're loaning you through training until you get your CDL, and then you're going out for your team driving, your 30,000 miles, that's when you start getting your $700. So I am actually on week 3, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I just got another loan of $200, and you can or you don't have to use it. And that's not supposed, because you're supposed to be able to live out here. So you're, whether it's your $12 showers or just your food and snacks, that $200 for 7 days being out here on the road is not much. I wouldn't be spending it on stuff that you may think you need. I'd wait, because you're probably going to need it out here. And like I said, I'm on week 3. This is the 3rd. I've now gotten a $600, which I'll be paying back at $25 a piece. And we're getting a load now from, we're going up to North Carolina, which is just 12 miles away, picking up a load of meat, and then we're taking it to back to Arkansas, and I'm hoping from there that I'm going to go up and take my CDL, because his $200 a week is ain't nothing. And I don't even think I can use it anywhere unless I get to the Walmart Buy Prime. or I'll have to pay ATM fees and stuff if I take it out. And I've got about $100 left at my other bank account for right now to make it. So that's kind of what I'm hoping. So then the next week, go get my CDL, hopefully this week coming up. Like I said, it's Saturday. So it'll take 2 days, 14 hours to get to Arkansas. And then I'm hoping from there we'll just go back up to Prime, and then I'll take my test. And when we go out for TNT, that's when you start getting your 700. Until you come back, you finish that, you get your truck, whether your company or your lease, and then you start getting paid per mile, by the week. So keep that in mind. It's not like you're going to be, 1 or 2, and then you're out for TNT. I have a friend of mine who's been here a little while, actually been at Prime, hadn't been out yet. And I don't really know if she's getting the 700, because she's still waiting on a trainer. Should be there tomorrow to get her for TNT. You know who you are. And now I don't know if she's getting the 700 like today because she passed and she became an employee, or did she get the 200 yesterday and won't have the 700 till she actually starts driving. I'll try to find that out. So if you're planning bills or whatnot, you are looking at a good 6 weeks. From start to finish, you're looking at a good 6 weeks to 2 months of being in training. And they want you for TNT. That's where they make their money. It's not in this PSD phase. It's in TNT phase. They make really good money off of you. And you're getting good training. So don't be bitching. It may be a younger generation thing, but you're out here on their truck and they are training you how to do this stuff. So don't think, well, I'm driving this whole time and I should be getting paid like them. Nuh-uh. It's their truck. It's their lease. They've done the work. They put in the time. It's not for you to bitch at. You're learning. Be glad you got this. I don't know. She told me that she's had a few of her students be bitching about it. Well, that's about all I can think of right now. I'll go ahead and upload this while I got time. Load probably won't be ready till 8:30. It's only 7 o'clock. There's just nothing fucking to do around here. I'm not gonna sit in that truck all day. Alright. Have a good day, guys. Peace out.